There's nothing like going out in the garden and harvesting a fresh, juicy, delicious strawberry. And here at Anderson Seed and Garden, we've got a lot of different varieties to choose from, and we can help you figure out which is going to be the best option for you for transplanting and getting your strawberry bed established, and how to fertilize it and keep it looking good for years to come. So there's a lot of different ways you can buy the strawberry plants. One of the best ways is bare root. So as you can see, these have just gigantic roots on them, and we just put them in a larger container with a bunch of soil around them to protect those roots. We'll water them, keep them nice and moist, and they're just like perfect, ready to transplant. You can see they're starting to perk up. So they come in completely dormant, and then you'll start to get some leaves that come out. And there's about 25 plants in this bundle. So there's one plant right there, and there's the root system. You can see some nice new little root hairs coming in there already, and it's just starting to bud up on the top, so we've got just a little bit of a green bud coming there. And what you want to do is, these come in bundles of 25. They're $6.99 for 25 plants, and so it's a very inexpensive, easy way to do a much larger bed of strawberries. You can do a raised bed, you can do them out in your garden, you can throw some in the flower beds, because the plants are really quite attractive. As you can see, this is a more mature greenhouse grown strawberry, so much bigger plant. Very attractive foliage. They've got pretty little white flowers on them, so they make a great accent in the garden or in the flower beds if you want something that's going to be a edible ground cover. That works out really quite well. But you're going to take these smaller plants, and you're going to plant them right up to the crown, which is right there. So right where my fingers are at is about as deep as you want to plant it in the soil. So you're going to dig, you can almost dig a 4 or 6 inch deep trench, and just kind of lay the roots down on the bottom and just point the crowns up so they'll stand up, and then just cover them up right to there. We try and do one strawberry plant about every square foot with these. So you could do about 25. If you spread them out a little bit farther, you could probably do about 40 square feet with a bundle of strawberries like this. And very inexpensive, very easy to do. Once you get those planted, what you'd want to do is water them in with a root stimulator. One of our favorites is this Kangaroots from Bush Doctor. This is an all-natural root stimulator. It's got beneficial microbes and microorganisms in there. It has mycorrhiza, which is a beneficial fungus. It'll make your plants just root like crazy, and it's got a little bit of fertilizer in there just to get things started. What we found with the Kangaroots is when you water your plants that you've just transplanted, whether it's strawberries or whether it's tomatoes or whether it's a tree or a shrub or anything that you're transplanting, it will increase the root mass on your plants by about 2 to 3 times in about a week to 10 days. So it's amazing how quickly it develops a huge amount of roots in a very short amount of time. And the Kangaroots will encourage that root system naturally with the beneficial microbes and the mycorrhiza. It'll increase that root system by about 2 to 3 times in just a short amount of time. So Bush Doctor, water it the first 2 or 3 waterings when they need to be watered with the Kangaroots, and it'll make them go like crazy. We've tried it on lots and lots of different plants, and it works amazingly well. So bare root, easy to do. We also have strawberries in jumbo 6-packs. So these are individual strawberries also, but they're already grown in dirt a little bit farther along, so a little bit more mature. They've been grown in a greenhouse, and there's 6 plants in a container like this. And basically you can just gently squeeze the bottom of the plastic container that they're in, grab the plant, and they'll just come right out. Now these have a little bit more, I wouldn't say necessarily established root system, but they got a lot more finer root hairs, and so they are a little bit more difficult to transplant than the bare root, but they're also much farther along. In fact, I've got some that have strawberries already formed on them, so they'll even produce strawberries the first year. So you can take these and dig a hole about the same size as the root ball, a little bit bigger. I like to go a little bit bigger. Put that into your hole, backfill it with your existing soil. Strawberries really like a really well-drained soil, so if you can prepare the area where you're going to plant your strawberries, whichever way you go, add some compost, probably 25%, work that into the soil, dig your holes, put your strawberries in, water them with the Kangaroots, and they'll get established in just a short amount of time. So really easy to do when they're in 6-packs like this. All the varieties that we've got, I've got probably 6 or 8 varieties in stock right now. Some are June bearing. They'll produce a whole bunch at once in the middle of the summer, for maybe a 3 or 4 week period, and then they're done for the year. Great way if you're going to do jams or freezer jams or jellies, because you can get a lot of strawberries all at once. The ever-bearing varieties that we carry, they produce more consistently throughout the summertime. So they'll start late summer, maybe even early summer, producing strawberries, and they'll produce through most of the summer. They'll kind of slow down when it's really hot in the middle of summer, but then in the fall they'll go like crazy. So you can get a more consistent crop, better for just eating fresh. You can still freeze or do jams or jellies with those, but or syrups, but they're more consistent over a longer period of time. We also have larger strawberries too. This is a 1 gallon strawberry, and it's got a beautiful color picture. So the strawberries just look absolutely delicious. And these are different from the strawberries that you will buy at the grocery store. These aren't made to be shipped. These are made to be eaten. And so you can grow them right in your backyard, go out and eat them. They've got a much smoother, nicer texture to them. They've got a richer, deeper flavor, and they aren't the firm, hard, kind of cardboard feeling strawberries that you get at the grocery store sometimes, because those are made to be shipped, and these are not made to be shipped, and so you get a much higher quality, much nicer berry. And this one, as you can see, has little strawberries forming on it already. So it's been blooming, it's been pollinated, and you can see little strawberries showing up already on this 1 gallon size strawberry. So we've got a lot of different berries to choose from. We've got a lot of different sizes, and once you get those planted, get them watered in with your Kangaroo roots, then a nice slow release fertilizer, something that'll last for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. Tomato and vegetable food would be great for a slow release, long-term fertilizer for your strawberries. Not only is it good for vegetables, but it's great for fruits as well too, and excellent for the strawberries. One application, this is going to do 1,000 square feet, so you can do a lot of area with this bag. You can just sprinkle it right down through your strawberry bed, and it will feed them for about 6 to 8 weeks. Nice balanced fertilizer, a lot of micronutrients in with your major nutrients as well too. So strawberries, very easy to do, a lot of fun to go out there and enjoy those berries. You just got to watch out for the birds, because they enjoy the berries as well too, but a little netting over the top of those will take care of that, and you can enjoy a great crop, a great harvest of strawberries at your house.